Hello, boys and ghouls. Today we are watching the trailer for The Assessment, a new movie starring Elizabeth Olsen, and that's how this movie got my attention. Let's see what the description of this movie is. It says, in a not so distant future when resources are scarce and tightly controlled, even the dream of having a child is not a given. Mia and Orion, I'm saying Aaron because it's kind of what it looks like, are one of the few couples allowed to take a mysterious assessment for the right to have a child. Jeez, that sounds awful. Having successfully navigated a brutal selection process, desperate to prove themselves eligible, they face their evaluator, Virginia. Cold, unpredictable, and impossible to read, subjected to 7 grueling days of challenges, Mia and Aaron are pushed to the brink. The trials unravel into a psychological nightmare, forcing them to face their deepest insecurities, shaking the foundations of their relationship and what being parents really means to them. Oh God. I guess it's an assessment to see if you would be good parents, and feel like it's not gonna go well. Psychological nightmare and all. Oh, the comments are funny. The first 2 comments. Man, Elizabeth Olsen just can't catch a break when it comes to motherhood. And why don't filmmakers ever give Elizabeth Olsen a real child? Yeah, every time we see her, she kind of gets the short end of the on-screen motherhood stick, doesn't she? Anyway, let's check out this trailer, shall we? Okay. So it looks like they live in, like, a desert.
I think I'm gonna get much sleep tonight.
Me either.
What if we're not good enough?
If we're not, who is?
Oh. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so he works with, like...
I'm Virginia.
Oh. She looks miserable.
Over the next 7 days, you'll undergo close observation and formal testing to ascertain suitability for parenting. I want to get to know the real you.
Is that a good idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Joking.
So this is already interesting. So it looks like Aaron works with
a rigorous process. It'll do.
chimps, maybe?
With a high
Monkeys?
threshold for success.
And she's got this whole indoor garden thing, which is pretty cool.
Virginia. Oh my God. I need to assess all aspects of your relationship. How's assessment going so far?
Yeah.
Welcome. This is our
Okay, is she supposed to...
Yes, a bit. Is that all right? I'm gonna need something.
Oh, is that Minnie Driver?
You should be routine.
I haven't seen Minnie Driver in forever. But I guess Virginia is here to sort of emulate the behavior of a child.
Because there wasn't room for everyone. You think we somehow conquered nature?
She might be going about it in a little bit of an exaggerated way.
It's really young.
Yep.
You shouted at me. I did not.
Yeah.
I can't do this.
She's just pushing buttons, okay? We just need to stay cool.
Virginia is emulating childlike behavior. I've worked in childcare for a very long time. And I have seen kids smack food out of your hand and give you a hard time.
I'm bored. You want to play a game?
But
You have a nightmare.
this lady seems to be pushing it a little bit. You're also going to have less patience for a grown woman emulating the behavior of a child than an actual child. Okay, this looks interesting. They have to, like, build her little, like, play dome thing, which building children's toys is a nightmare, which I understand. I see where this assessment is getting its foundation from, and Virginia is definitely exhibiting behaviors of, like, a toddler. But she's also crossing the line a lot. I think especially with the husband. If I had to go through that, I'd probably be like, you can just leave. And I've dealt with kids for a while. I currently take care of 2 little boys. They're 5 and 6 years old. I've been taking care of them since they were little, since they were like new babies, couldn't even walk. So I've been through all these stages. I've seen all this behavior where they don't want to eat and they're giving you a hard time kind of because they can. And that's what Virginia is doing, giving them kind of a taste of what having a kid would be like. But as I said, she's a grown-up, and that gives you less patience because she's not a kid, you know? I have less patience for grown-ups than I do small children because children are learning. So if I see the same behavior in a grown-up, I won't tolerate it because you know better. And even though this is a simulation, that's still in your mind. So I feel like if I was in this process, I would want nothing to do with it. Like, it probably makes a lot of people go, you know what, never mind. But I think the comments were funny for pointing out that Elizabeth Olsen never gets to be an on-screen mom because everything I've seen her in, yeah. Anyway, this looks like an interesting movie, and I'm very intrigued to see it in its entirety. Because I feel like, job aside, there's something not right with that Virginia lady. Anyway, that's all for this video. I will see you guys next time. Be excellent to each other. Bye.